Hello, my name is Jordan Jackson. I am presenting my moral compass for Module 8. So I think the resources for this module were really interesting. I think it really helped guide me into really what my moral compass looked like and putting together a well-developed moral compass. One of my favorite quotes out of the article from Mintz 2018 was by placing moral in front of compass, we create a clear vision of the mental processes that point us in an ethical direction. I think that quote is just great because as a teacher, I want to, whether I'm an educational leader, as an administrator, or an educational leader as a teacher, I want to make sure that my moral compass is pointing myself in the right direction, pointing my decisions in the right direction, making sure that I can tell the difference between right and wrong, and making sure that my students are also getting that information and they understand and can cognitively decide whether or not they are conducting themselves properly, whether or not maybe their beliefs are good or bad, what their opinions are, all of those types of situations. I think as educational leaders, integrity is probably the most important for all of us. We want to be people that hold integrity high. We want to stand firm in our beliefs. Without a moral compass, it's easy to get lost between that right and wrong. And so I think it's important as educators that we hold strong values of putting others first. Obviously, we always do. We put others before ourselves as teachers every single day, every minute, every hour. And some experts believe that empathy is one of the most important moral emotions. And that was from McCombs 2019. I thought that was kind of interesting because, we talk about the social and emotional needs of children. And I think that adding those moral ethics into that is really, really crucial for their development. So here's my moral compass. Again, we're looking at this moral compass because we're looking at the direction, me personally, what I believe and where I should go. So I put integrity at the top. Again, I feel like most of us would. Trustworthiness and honesty were the two that I really wanted to follow that integrity. I think that if I can trust you, you can trust me. I think that's a really important value to hold. And then always being honest. If you do something wrong, make sure that you are able to say, hey, I messed up, or, whatever the situation is. Respect. Respect is a really big one for me because I feel like I've seen this firsthand where teachers don't respect their students. And then they get angry because their students are not showing respect in return. And I'm a firm believer that if you want respect, you need to give it. So I think respect is a strong ethical value that we need to be showing our students. Empathy, there was that statement in the last slide about how empathy is believed to be one of the strongest moral emotions we can have. I think it's important to be empathetic with our students, help understand what they're going through, and give them whatever they may need in that situation. Fairness, dependability. I think that it's important to always be fair, never pick a certain student or situation over another. Obviously, situations can vary, but being fair to all students is really important. And dependable. So as a shop teacher especially, I teach a lot of ethical values and career values, and that's what my curriculum is based on, more or less. And can you be dependable is something that I stress daily, and that's something that will prepare our young people for life. And then compassion I put at the bottom. I think it's important to be compassionate, but obviously it's not as important as, say, integrity is, which is why integrity is on top. But showing compassion with our young people, I think, will help them kind of make the circle meet and really bring it all together. So here are my resources listed. And then my addendum. So for standard correlation, I really felt that this assignment helped me personally evaluate my own moral compass. It helped me really put together those words. I had a really hard time choosing the words specifically because I had so many. And so I didn't want to put them all, but I wanted to make sure that they were words that really mattered and they were really important to me. And they really related back to the resources that were for this module. So the relevance of this assignment, I really think as an educational leader, this assignment helps you determine, like, where does your moral compass lie? Like, what is on top? What is at the bottom? What's the most important? What's maybe not as important? I think that this assignment really helped us show that this is what we need to follow throughout our lives. This is our moral compass. So my reflection for this assignment, again, it really forced me to spend time considering my own ethical values. And again, I talked about selecting the terms to use for my moral compass. Finding the terms that really fit into my vocabulary as far as what do I want my students to see? What do I want the public to see? I think that this assignment really helped me determine this is my moral compass. Here are my ethical values. So I think that this was a very important assignment when becoming an ethical leader. And that's all I have. Thanks for watching.